Hello everybody, and oh what a long time it's been before I've come back to you with a video on this channel. We are currently in Ranthambore Tiger Reserve, one of the most famous tiger reserves in India. And if you've been following me right from start to end, you will know that we've not been able to catch the glimpse of the tiger, India's national animal. Hopefully, Ranthambore Tiger Reserve can break the jinx and we finally are able to see our national animal. So, hope you stay with us over 3 days and 2 safaris, as well as us going to the Ranthambore fort today, which obviously is a Ganesha temple, but there is some good wildlife opportunities there as well. So stick with us on this long adventure in Ranthambore National Park to see what happens. Not too far from our hotel, we saw these black-winged stilts enjoying their day at the water. As we entered the jungle, we spotted a spotted deer and a Sambar deer. Ranthambore Fort was built by the Chauhan rulers in the 10th century to keep away attackers. We first saw a few pigeons and 2 parakeet types, rose-ringed and plum-headed, enjoying a feast of grains. While feeding animals might look like a kind thing to do, it actually spoils animals, and then they start depending on us and don't try to find their own food. Remember, God has created them so that they can live for themselves and find their own food. We then saw a squirrel chewing a nut peacefully, and a sparrow was jumping on the tree above him. At one of the 4 gates, we saw a langur sitting on the top. This led to a langur party inside with langurs who's playing around and enjoying themselves. They were doing very interesting things, like this one right here. The mother-son bond is high in langurs, and that was on display today, especially with this mother playing around with her child. The babies were also playing around, one not letting the other climb onto the wall, making him tumble to the ground. Then a few female sparrows were feeding on grains very happily. A little further, the young langur action was on, one of them being just a day old. The inside of the fort was teeming with sparrows, gobbling up all the grains that were left behind. A bulbul was also merrily hopping about, with the birds on one side and langurs on the other. The scene was a lively and energetic one. Reaching a temple, at its entrance stood another bird feast, this time with a few peahens in the mix. They were slightly far, so it was hard to make out what they were eating. A little further, a peacock was standing on the wall like it was the king. An oriental magpie robin was happily jumping about on its day as well. This grey francolin was walking around by a garbage area. I then managed to click this dream shot of a langur against the Aravalli mountains. At the entrance, the attendance of the bird feast had increased. We could identify at least 6 birds, a peahen, 2 types of parakeets, pigeons, and house sparrows. Then we saw a Rufous tree pie gliding across us. This Sambar deer on the way back was our last sighting of the day. So we are back from our Ranthambore fort expedition. We have also treated ourselves to a nice high tea and are very happy with the shots we got today. Langurs playing around, from langurs playing around to sparrows almost everywhere feeding on greens. We had an amazing day. So tomorrow is the day where we start having our safaris. So we have 2, one tomorrow and one the day after, both in the morning. And yes, we hope to break our tiger drinks and see some good tigers. So we shall join you tomorrow morning. So guys, hello and good morning from Ranthambore, and we are just exiting our hotel for our first safari. We're very excited for this one. Yesterday we had a good fort visit, and today it's time to see the jungles of Ranthambore National Park. Ranthambore is divided into 10 tourism zones, which are among the most popular ever for tigers in India. And so we are going in zone 6. And so we shall hope to see some tigers during this trip. And we'll meet you in the jeep slowly. So a slight change in plan, guys. So as the jeep driver said that he could not come here, we have decided that we'll drive a little way is to their center at Mahabaleshwar temple, which is not too far away, and from there we will get the safari. So yes, join you there. So time to get in. It's been 10 months since I last went on safari, and now it's time to start searching for tigers again. On the way, we saw this troop of langurs. We then entered. As there had been some rain last night, the weather was cold, making sightings tricky. First, the sightings had just been peacocks and a Sambar deer. But then we got a few Chital deer, also known as spotted deer, who provided a beautiful shot with the morning cloudiness as above.